Our second speech today will be given by Vijay. Vijay will be repeating his icebreaker. It was powerful the last time, so be ready for it. The title of the icebreaker is a Wild Card. And let me introduce Vijay quickly. Vijay is a professional in the oil and gas sector. He has been a Toastmaster since 2017 and is on his journey to complete level 1 pathway in leadership development. Today, his speech titled Wildcard will lay emphasis on importance of choices that we make in our lives. Vijay, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Avi. Everybody can hear me good?
Yes.
Awesome. A man once asked a small girl, "Are there any great man or woman born in your town?" And the girl answered back, "There are no great man or woman born in my town. The only little babies born." Fellow Toastmasters, I'm here with my speech, Wildcard. The fact is, every person is born a child, but the series of choices that a person takes throughout his lifetime decides how great he or she becomes. Life means four things. Everybody wants to live. There are hospitals. There are pharmaceutical companies. Why? Because everybody wants to live. While everybody wants to live, everybody wants to learn. You got schools, you got colleges. Everybody wants to learn. While everybody wants to learn, everybody wants to get loud, and everybody wants to be loud. Besides that, the fourth point is that everybody wants to leave a legacy. Leaving a legacy is not by the size of your bank account. Leaving a legacy is what you've done in this world for what you'll be remembered for after you're gone. And this is determined by a series of choices that one makes. A year back, I was in a situation sitting in Dubai with my work, quite frustrated. And at that point of frustration, I just decided to quit. I didn't ask my wife. I didn't ask my friends. I just decided to quit. And I quit. Coming back to Houston on that flight was very terrible because I had this dark screen in front of me, not knowing what I wanted to do. I just wanted to become an entrepreneur, and that's all I knew, but I just didn't have any clue. And sharing this with my wife, it was also terrible because she just started checking on why I didn't consult her, etc., etc. Anyway, I don't want to go into those details. Life is a matter of holding great cards. Life is not a matter of holding great cards, but able to play a poor hand well. Yes, we don't come into this world determining what cards we hold. We don't determine what situations we are in. We don't determine what kind of childhood that we go through. We don't determine what kind of family that we are born on. We don't determine the situation of life that comes in. But like any deck of cards that you hold, there is always this wild card. Now, this wild card, as you know, in a game of poker, determines whether you win the game or you lose the game. The point I'm trying to make here is all of us also hold a deck of cards in which you have a wild card. Now, that wild card is a series of choices that you have within you. Now, I will just give you some points about what I took my life forward for in terms of the situation I was in. Now, what I did was I simplified my choices. I had too many choices in front of me. I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I wanted to do multiple things. So I decided, simplify my choice. I decided that I need to sit down and write what I wanted to be. And I had to take some micro actions. I had to get a life coach. I determined what I really required. And I worked towards it. I simplified my choices. Point two is make sure your choices add in. Now, those micro actions that I put in should lead to where I wanted to go. So eventually, that is where I started making my choices. The micro actions that I took, that meant where I wanted to go. I wanted to become an entrepreneur. So I took some of the small choices that added up to the main choice. Now, point three, never fail to choose yourself. Now, some of my close friends would know this, that I had frustrations when I was putting up a mask. And this is still the case sometimes when I say yes to multiple things, when I don't want to go for a party, when I don't want to go with a couple of people is difficult. So I was putting a mask. So I decided to take that mask off. I decided to choose myself and be what I am. I decided to surrender myself to the universe and started connecting with the reality. And number 4 is that there's always a good time to make a right choice. There were situations where I made wrong choices. I knew I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I started still searching for jobs. I still started doing other things, which was a time waster for me. So what I did was, even though I made some wrong choices, I corrected myself and continued to be on the path of making the right choice. So friends, what I'm just trying to point out here is, like me, you also have deck of cards. What is the deck of cards that you hold, which will determine your destiny where you want to go? I just want to end this speech with a quote. Life is not about the choices. Some we regret, some we are proud of, some will haunt us forever. The message I'm trying to point out here is, we choose what we want to be. Thank you.